So, like I said, I wanted to show y'all one of my paintings I'm working on. It's in the beginning stages, so, judge it lightly. But I believe in, just being able to, don't be afraid to show people what you're working on, man. Shit ain't got to be I don't believe in perfection. I feel like that's insecurity. So I got some different colors I'm working with. Like, by the time you see the finished thing, it's going to be completely different. But it's the biggest piece that I've tried to implement. I'm going to change the color scheme up a bit. I'm going to throw in a lot of different esoteric symbols. And then really bring this about. If you see, I use a lot of the crown symbolism, the star crescents. I always do that in everything that I do. You understand me? It's different. Got my shadow self over there checking things out, working on everything. You know what I'm saying? Third eye capabilities. You feel me? Arm, leg, arm, head. That's the H. You feel me? Arm, leg. You feel me? That's God, body in the middle of all things. You feel me? Got the tree of life. Representing the knowledge. You feel me? Got the different planes of existence you get to tap into. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something cold. 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 I'll let y'all know what the rest mean later when we add everything in. So as I compile it, you feel me? Yeah. But I believe in art. I believe in, doing music, design. Like I keep my hands in all things. You feel me? Like I'll be locked in, I'll be tapped in. And you gotta do that. You gotta go take a walk, do a little creative walk. These are observation walks where you just go, leave your phone. But if you're taking your phone, take it for the point of taking pictures of things that speak to you just from perspective. It allows your mind to break open a bit. But I do, give myself exposure and observation where I just go do walks. And when you walk without your phone, even if you're walking for 2 blocks without your phone intentionally, it disconnects you from these devices that we are cybernetically connected to. And it allows you to be in your own mind, connected just to your God self and your God body, right? Your senses, your mind, yourself. And so as you walking through this world, you understand me, you're increasing those creative factors just by simply observing things, right? You're going to see things that you normally don't see because we spend 50 to 60% more time now looking down than we do looking around. So we don't actually see the world transforming and changing in front of our eyes. So you have to do observation because our observation abilities and skill sets have decreased, right? Crazily. So you got to be careful when you do that. Last but not least, my last thoughts go be on this Wakanda thing, man. You did listen, man. I seen the footage. I seen it look clean. It looked like a nice funeral, and then the Mexicans and the black people go be going to war and shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think that they need to recast Black Panther. They need to recast Black Panther, and I'm gonna tell you this why. I was just talking to Steve about this. When Christopher Reeve died, they got a new Superman. There's been 30 Supermans. Skinny ones, big ones, you know what I'm saying, booty chin ones, regular chiseled, all-American white boys, like a corny looking ones. You think they'd let Superman die? You was crazy. It don't matter what happened, Superman ain't going nowhere. Superman ain't going nowhere. He's the white hope. No matter who played him at what time, Superman ain't going nowhere. Recast time. Black people get one superhero in 30 years. Oh, he got to die in real life and the movie? That was sad enough he died in real life. Now he got to die in the movie too? So now Black Panther got to die twice. I don't want to see him die in the movie. I don't want to see that. I know everybody, I want to go to the auntie was talking in the funeral. I don't want to see that. I want to see bro come back, and I already recasted him. So Denzel Washington's son, John David Washington, I think is his name. You feel me? I want that to be the new Wakanda. No, that's the new Black Hope. That's the new Black Panther. I don't want to hear nothing else. I was gonna say Michael B. Jordan, but then he lost Lori Harvey, so he can't run Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And if just think about this: if Batman died, Ben Affleck he died, they getting a new Batman tomorrow. They not gonna kill our Batman. Wolverine died. Jack Human, whatever his name is, they getting another Wolverine. The only person I say they probably wouldn't is Iron Man, just because Blood played that role. But if he, you know what I'm saying, they might have cut out Iron Man, just because it depends though. But I don't know if they would have done it in his first Iron Man film, his first solo film. But I'm just saying, man, those are just my thoughts, man. I'm frustrated. Even though I know it's white people that own Marvel and Disney, I know. But I like that movie. I don't care what y'all say. It ain't got to be all super woke and everything. So Wolverine died in the movie. But they talking about bringing another Wolverine back. I'm just saying, I could have played the role. I could have been King of Wakanda. Just saying, blood, I don't like that, man. So that was just my thoughts, man. I don't know how y'all feel about it. Whatever. And I know we need to make our own movies. We need our own studios. I get it. I get what y'all thinking. But shit, we ain't made one yet, and it's some good damn entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I get it. So, you know, I'm a Marvel fan. I like the... Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been watching war movies. Lately, and as you can see, I've been training a little bit. You feel me? To get into my creed. I don't know if y'all see that. It might be the angle. But I've been training a little bit. I could have definitely took over the role, but it's cool. You know, I can't wait till we have, like, how they make all the Marvel movies with white folks. I can't wait till we got that with all black people, man. I can't wait till we on some fly shit like that. That's what I need to ask Tyler Perry when I see him. When you gonna make some Marvel movies, man? Tired of seeing Madea. When you gonna make some Marvel movies, man? You got $1 billion. And don't get me wrong, I know it costs a lot of money to make a movie. And a lot of people still make whack movies because it costs a lot. Like, they spend hundreds of millions of dollars to make one of those movies. So it's not like you can just jump into the movie game. But Will Smith did pretty good. You did. He do pretty good on his movies. I mean, you know, his last superhero movie, he was a homeless, drunk black man. You feel me? That was in love with this white woman that he couldn't be with. But you know, that's what it is. We got baby steps. You got baby steps. No disrespect to Tyler Perry. You know, it is what it is. The Minister Farrakhan said he rocked with him. You know what I'm saying? All right. But listen, I'm just saying, that's just not my kind of movies. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't listen to enough R&B. I ain't gonna lie, I be listening to trap music and all kind of different stuff. So I'm just saying, I don't always be in the mushy gushy. You feel me? We want to talk about stuff that's going on. I don't be into all that. I'm just saying me. The brother got his $1 billion empire and lair and all of that. But I want to see a psychic Muslim with some powers that's, you know, taking over the world or something. Some different type of plot. You feel me? I want to see something different like that. Where it's like the brother, he basically like James Bond and Malcolm X all in one. That's me. That's the type of character I want to play. You dig? Yeah, he like James Bond and Malcolm X rolled up in one. You feel me? Like, it's just some different stuff. Like you know, Killmonger, like his character. You know what I'm saying? But he doing it for, like, he's so cold and he like radical, and then at the same time he got, I don't know how he got him, but he got like some psychic power. Listen, man, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, I want to see something different. I'm tired of seeing the same thing. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, I am gonna write the script. We're gonna put out the movie. We're gonna have to pitch it. I do know. I ain't gonna lie. I do know some people now, and I ain't gonna lie. Y'all was whooping Blood up in the comments. BT president. I'm like, dang, y'all ate Blood up. But one thing I realized is though that I'm not mad at him because that's just his job. Like, a lot of you all have jobs where you work for white folks. So it's like, you know, a lot of people may be hypocritical a little bit in them comments. A lot of you all had a job that you work for white folks. And when you working for them folks, you wasn't out there being Malcolm X and talking black empowerment. Because, and what I'm saying is that he's not the owner of it. He's just the president. He just got a job. But y'all was this cone ass nigga, this nigga. I'm like, dang. We don't know how to, number one, create dialogue, but don't criticize for it. Not in that sense. We got to learn how to be a little more high level in the way we go about things if we actually want to produce high level change. Right? So, they could get rid of him and bring somebody else in. The thing about it is that, ownership does matter. Black ownership 100% matters. Right? And he made some points in the rest of the interview. It's like 13 minutes long. He said that there are some companies that are black owned, but they're not black operated. So a lot of times you don't even know they black owned and they don't do anything for black people. Now BET is BET. I'm not going to go too deep on what BET is and all of that. We already know. We all have our own opinions and things of that nature. But this year specifically, I seen, like they asked me to come there. Not only did they ask me, they paid me to come there, and they wanted high level conversations there. So what you do realize, and this was, some black people that's just following the brand. So this is some black people that's following the brand. I ain't got no white on. No, I don't know. It's no white media companies that ask me to come there and have high level conversations. So I'm grateful for opportunities once they given, right? And I'm still going to speak truth to power, right? I'm going to ask the questions that people want to hear because otherwise that's really what I want to talk about, right? So I'm going to keep it a buck. So at the same time, we have to figure out, right? And when I say we, I'm just speaking in a general context because it's going to happen because all things have to happen. It's the inevitability of life, right? Whatever we're missing now, it's just going to be a future point of time where we have it and we remember like, I remember when we was waiting on this. And so the thing of it is more so to appreciate when it does come and support it when it comes. Because it's not like there aren't companies that try to start, is that we often don't support them in their infantile stages so where they can grow and be gigantic hits. You did? So, but, my comments is not a box where you just go full criticism and toxic, because at least, they had a team that was smart enough to have me there, to where I can ask the questions for the people, because they could have, and they had Earn Your Leisure there as well because they want to get more into the educating side. So you have to notice when people are making some changes where people be like, these niggas ain't nothing over there educational. Because that's what I talked to him about. I'm like, bro, y'all got the ability to shape black imagination like Wakanda did. And it would be behoove you all to start adding some educational content on there, right? Now, people like that are presidents, of course they got to be media trained and answer things a certain way because they represent a corporation, right? So everything they say has to be tailored, right? But at the same time, you have to be, and this is what I'm learning as I move around, you have to learn how to make change from the inside and the outside. Because you can be on the inside and have a conversation with somebody, and just because you had that conversation with them, it can change a whole infrastructure play. But from the outside, when you yelling at somebody, it only forces them to be defensive because you're not on the inside. You're not a part of this thing. So we have to have infiltration in a lot of these existing systems. And so there's a lot of black people that do work at these companies. I mean, a lot of black people that are in roles of these companies. And this is where we are powerful because you may say, and this is where I want to challenge y'all. You may say that it has to be black owned, but that's not what gay people said. Gay people said that we just got to work for them and be in positions of power to make the type of change that we want to see. Because all these companies are not owned by a homosexual, yet their policies are LGBT friendly. Their content is infused with LGBT friendly. I don't know if the owner of Disney is LGBT, but I know the creative directors and things of that nature said that they are, so therefore they're going to add that in there. And so that what you got to do is once you see people who are in these positions, you have to make a coordinated effort to work towards the collective vision for the agenda, right? Because control does matter. I'm just saying. The control does matter. Control can matter more than ownership because control can create the narrative that ownership has to go along with. But ownership is always important when we're talking generational. But when you can use your control to change the narrative, then you open doors for things that we do own, you understand me, to be able to grow. But the narrative is not geared towards things that we own right now. So we got to utilize our media to popularize certain agendas that we want. Because if you go to most of these podcasts, most of these places that black people own, NBA players, NFL players, all of them, they don't own the NBA. But we love LeBron because he has a lot of control, right, in the say-so of how things are operated. He has a lot of control over his narratives and who he is as a black man. So it's like emotions sound good. We sound so good when we talking our shit. I ain't gonna lie, I love it. But is it the most sound logical way to go about it in the most effective way? Because I'm more so about effectiveness. I see people that think that they laugh at me right now. Oh, I'm building this. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I got this. What's Keys doing? What's his? No, I'm going to let y'all do that. I'm going to figure out the most effective way to where while you running your mouth trying to figure out how I can Elon Musk go to Mars. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make leaps and bounds, what they call quantum leaps. So I got to build up the energy to make a quantum leap. I'm not trying to do what y'all doing. I know I can't even go the way that y'all go. My principles and my brand and my integrity is set up a different way. I will not be able to move the way y'all move. And so you have to recognize the way you can move, because the way another person moves may be set in connection to their principles and their brand and who they are. I can't go through that door. I can't go through that door. So now we got to create our own doors. Or like bro said, sometimes you do got to kick down the door. Maybe I can't go through that door with the key. Maybe ain't nobody going to hold it open, but I can, you feel me? I might have to kick it down. No, my forehead ain't that big. I ain't going to lie. To hear somebody ask how big my forehead, I ain't going to lie. I got one of the best foreheads in the game. You did? Lining is crazy right now. I wish I could show y'all, but I got to say that for another time. I got to say that. I wish I could just give y'all a little...